Okay, so I forgot to start the live streaming on this.
Oh, okay. You have to
Uh,
start over?
no. It's
Okay.
so I will say that there is a $1,500 bond set on driving on a suspended license, a $2,000 bond set on giving a false name, address, or date of birth, and a $3,000 bond on the possession of the Schedule 2 controlled substance.
Okay.
So you're gonna have a total bond set at $6,500. Do you believe you can post that bond?
I actually got it in my purse right now. I'm just ready to go. I'm 8 months pregnant.
Oh my God. So, because the possession of Schedule 2 controlled substance is a felony offense, there's going to be a preliminary hearing date set
Okay.
for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning,
Okay.
courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna find you qualified, ma'am. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you
Thank
have any
you.
questions for me?
No, I'm done. I'm on my way home. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, and good luck on the pregnancy.
Thank you.
Okay, is that it for the lady side?
We have one more, Miss Warren.
Miss Warren, okay.
Yes, please don't forget about me. Can I pay this now?
Okay, Miss Warren, we would never forget about you. You are our most important person here today. Ma'am, you're charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct and 1 count of simple assault. There's going to be a $1,500 bond set on the disorderly conduct charge and a $3,000 bond set on the simple assault. So that's going to be a total bond of $4,500. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Like, how much would I have to pay with the bonding company?
It'd be about 400, 450.
I see here, I don't know.
Okay. There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from a Taniqua Odinye
Yes,
or Dinye. Do you understand that, ma'am?
yes, I don't even know who that is. Ain't nobody gonna even know her.
She's the alleged victim in this case.
Yeah.
She was part of the medical staff at the hospital. So your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. The date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail.
Okay, how much was the bond? 4,000?
It's 4,500, but it will be a little bit higher. The final amount, because the sheriff's department is required by law to add fees to the bond, and I don't have access to the fee schedule, so I can't calculate that amount in. So it will be a little bit higher. So what I would encourage you to do is to contact each bonding company. I think there are 4 or 5 in Clayton County, and tell them your name, your charges, and your bond amount, and they will tell you what fee that they will charge.
Okay.
And I would encourage you to go with the one that charges lowest fee. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. If you do qualify, ma'am, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Okay, ma'am, you're free to go back.
That's gonna be everyone on the female side, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Let's switch over to the male side.
Judge, I have Mr. Allen here already.
Okay. Mr. Allen,
How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. You've been charged with one count of theft by taking as a misdemeanor, one count of obstructing an officer, and one count of driving a vehicle on a suspended license. You're gonna have a $2,000 bond set on the theft by taking charge. You're gonna have a $2,000 bond set on the obstructing an officer charge. And you're gonna have a $1,500 bond set on driving on a suspended license. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
Yeah, Miss Hong
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, Miss Hong
Did you say yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get changed upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you listed that you just started a job. What was the pay that you agreed to per hour?
$11
Okay. You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No.
Okay, sir. Free to go back.
How much the bond will?
It's $5,500.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, sir. You're free to go back.
Mr. Brown? I can write my question.
Tell me your name, sir. Your last name?
Mr. Brown?
Mr. Brown. Okay. So we
Yeah.
skipped past Bashirs and Brantley. Okay, I'll deal with Mr. Brown, but we got Mr. Bashirs and Brantley that are out here who are before Brown.
Okay, Judge, they have it wrong here, so it's my, I should have noticed that. Do you want Mr. Bashir's first or Mr. Brown?
We can deal with Mr. Brown. I mean, it's fine with me. I can kind of move it around.
Okay, Judge.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
So, Mr. Brown, you've been charged with a number of offenses. Battery, family violence, bond's going to be set at $5,000. Theft by taking as a misdemeanor, bond's going to be set at $2,000. 2 counts of simple battery, bond's going to be set at $4,000 apiece. 1 count of kidnapping, bond is going to be denied. 1 count of criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree, which is a felony, bond's going to be denied. 1 count of obstructing or hindering an emergency telephone call, bond's going to be set at $2,000. And then there are 3 counts of cruelty to children in the 1st degree, which are felonies, and bond is going to be denied on those. So you're going to have a preliminary hearing date set for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to have a bond hearing date set for November 12th at 8:30 in the morning. Both of those dates, the hearing's going to be scheduled courtroom 201, but it may be in Zoom. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
I need one, I'm not guilty.
Is that a yes or a no?
That's a yes, huh?
He said
That's a yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. You do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Other than anything that I've said, is there any other questions that you have?
Nah, I got a question though.
You have a what?
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, start off by saying, I'm 28, I got 9 kids, and I'm married. And what just went on last night?
Let me stop. Let me hold on, Mr. Brown. You have the right to ask whatever you want to ask me, and that's fine. It's my duty to tell you that if you're going to talk about the facts of your case.
No, I'm not talking about the facts of my case. I'm just trying to see how do I go about letting you a judge, so I'm asking you, how do I go about letting the truth come out? Where I won't, these charges won't be on me.
A lawyer telling the lawyer what happened and having the lawyer advocate on your behalf. As a judge, I can't like go out to the crime scene. I can't like, put a black light on stuff, and I can't take interviews in, and I can't do all of that stuff. That's what the police do. The lawyer that's defending you is the person that picks all of that stuff apart and say, you said it happened at this time, and my client was at this place at that time, so he could not have committed the crime, right? And the judge is the person that's sitting there. It's the best way to describe it is like, if you've ever played baseball, the umpire that's behind home plate doesn't call the pitches. They just determine whether it's a strike or whether it's a ball. So as a judge, I don't say whether a person is guilty or innocent. I look at the strikes, the pitches that are thrown, and I determine whether it's a strike or a ball. Okay? So you got some serious charges pending against you. I mean, kidnapping alone, you could spend the rest of your life in prison. So you got to take this seriously, sir. Okay? All right. Who do we have next? You say Brantley?
Yes, Judge.
I'm sorry?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Brantley.
Okay. Mr. Brantley, sir, you're charged with 1 count of concealing the identification of a motor vehicle and 1 count of driving on a suspended license. There's going to be a $500 bond set on the concealing the ID of a motor vehicle and a $1,500 bond set on driving on suspended license. So that's a $2,000 total bond. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Thank you.
I'm sorry, you said no?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, you're free to go back, sir.
To the sheriff.
Mr. Bashir, sir, you've been charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. The bond is going to be set at $3,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond to stay away from a Heather Hunt. Do you understand that?
No, sir, I do not understand.
Okay, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Now, what is your question about the stay away provision as it relates to Ms. Hunt?
That means you can't post my bond.
I'm sorry, sir.
You cannot post my bond.
So she can't come to the jail and post your bond. If she wants to make arrangements with the with a bonding company, I think that is a loophole that she could possibly, exploit. But I would caution you, Mr. Bashirs, if she goes to a bonding company and she makes arrangements with the bonding company such that the bonding company bonds you out, if there is any further disagreement, she may decide that she doesn't want to participate anymore, and you could be subject to going back to jail. So I say that because I don't know what led you to be before me today. I know what I've read, but that's generally 10% of the whole story. And I understand that. But I also caution people that if you're in a relationship and you end up in jail based upon something that happened with that relationship, maybe that's not a relationship you should be in.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I just say that with, as they say, a word to the wise should be sufficient. So do you have anything else to say or any other questions, sir?
Repeat the bond. How much-
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat the bond? How much bond?
It's $3,000. Okay. All right, sir. You're free to go back.
Mr. Chesson?
Mr. Chesson, sir, you've been charged with 6 driving related offenses. Reckless driving, bond's going to be set at $1,500. Fleeing from a police officer, and I think they have it as a felony, fleeing. This bond's going to be set at $4,000. Concealing the identity of a motor vehicle, bond's going to be set at $500. Racing on the streets, bond's going to be set at $1,500. Driving too fast for conditions, bond is going to be set at $500. And obstructing an officer, bond is going to be set at $2,000. So your total bond, sir, is going to be set at, let's see. Looks like it's going to be set at $10,000. You believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get changed upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. You didn't fill out your form. Is it your plan to hire your own lawyer?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Mr. Coker?
Mr. Coker, sir, you're charged with 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol to the extent that you're a less safe driver. Bond is going to be set at $5,000. You believe you can post that bond?
Sir.
Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that you qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your ability to bond out. And I would encourage you, as I've encouraged others, to contact the bonding companies that are authorized to write bonds here in this county. and see what they will do to help you get out of jail.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, sir, you're free to go back. Mr. Dewberry, sir, you've been charged with one count of improper lane change. Bond is going to be set at $500. One count of driving on a suspended license. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. One count of striking a fixed object. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. One count of distracted driving. Not exercising due care. All of these are misdemeanor offenses. Your bond is going to be set at $4,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning. Courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
How much do you earn per hour?
50 an hour.
You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have a question? Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back, Mr. Dewberry.
Mr. Dare?
Mr. Dyer, you're charged with one count of theft by taking. This is listed as a felony. Bond is going to be set at $4,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Yes, sir.
There's going to be a preliminary hearing date set for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do qualify, Mr. Dyer. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're free to go back, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Franklin, sir, you've been charged with a number of offenses. Aggravated assault, bond's going to be set at $10,000. Battery, bond's going to be set at $5,000. Simple battery, bond's going to be set at $4,000. Cruelty to children in the second degree, which is a felony, bond's going to be set at $5,000. And then there are 3 counts of cruelty to children in third degree, and those are misdemeanor offenses. Bond's going to be set at $3,000 for each of those offenses. So your total bond is going to be set at $33,000. Do you believe you can post that bond? Okay. There's going to be a stay away provision on the bond, stay away from a Kenja Woodard and a Jalen Franklin. Do you understand that? Your preliminary hearing date is going to get set for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your ability to bond out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you know how long it'll be before a lawyer sees?
I do not. These are felony offenses, so it's going to be the Clayton County Public Defender's Office. If you have not heard from a lawyer by the end of the day, I would call over to that office and say, I need to speak to a lawyer. I don't know their schedule. Some places I know they have people going to the jail every day. When I was in law school, that was the one thing I did in Fulton County. Anybody that was arrested that day, I went to speak to them. So I don't know exactly what the policy is with the Clayton County Public Defender's Office.
And, one more question, are all those felons?
No, the felony offenses are the aggravated assault, the cruelty to children in the second degree. So there are 2 felonies, the rest are misdemeanors.
Okay.
Okay, you're free to go back, sir.
Oh, Judge, regarding Mr. Hayward, do you wanna do that now or you wanna do it later?
We can hold him to the end.
Mr. Johnson?
Mr. Johnson, sir, you're charged with 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol to the extent that you're a less safe driver and improper lane change. There's going to be a $5,000 bond set on the DUI charge. There's going to be a $500 bond set on the improper lane change. So that's a total bond of $5,500. Do you believe you can post that bond? Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, that's it. I wonder how you get a, bail bonds,
So you have 3 options available to you. The bail bondsman, you pay a percentage to whichever one. And like I said before, I would encourage everyone to contact each bail bondsman, see what fee they're willing to offer. The second way is you pay the entire amount of the bond to the sheriff's department. They will hold that money, and when your case is resolved, they will return it back to you. The third option is if you have property in Clayton County that has a net equity at least 3 times the bond amount, you can put that property up and as security for your bond. And sheriff's department will place a lien on that property. And when your case is resolved, they will remove that lien. So the bail bondsman is the way that you're paying out of pocket. The other 2 options are you have an encumbrance on monies, but those monies will be returned to you.
I got one more question.
Yes, sir.
I got my money on my books.
The amount, you're saying the amount to make your bond?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to speak to the deputies and the sheriff's office personnel, because I can't direct internal policy as it relates to the sheriff's department.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Lewis?
Mr. Lewis, sir, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. Bond's gonna be set at $1,500, and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Bond's gonna be set at $1,500. These are both misdemeanors. Do you believe you can pay this total bond? Did you say yes, sir? Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. You do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Judge, Mr. McReynolds, he has some mental issues, so they recommend that you're probably gonna deal with him after everybody else is gone. I just want to inform you.
I'm sorry, deal with him after what?
After everybody else, because he has mental issues, not safe to be around anybody else.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring Mr. Newsom.
Okay. Mr. Newsom, sir, you're charged with one count of reckless driving. Bond is going to be set at $1,500. One count of driving too fast for conditions. Bond is going to be set at $500. And one count of racing on the highways or the streets. So you're going to have a total bond set at $3,500. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Awesome.
Okay, you gonna hire your own lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any questions for me, Mr. Newsom?
Awesome.
All right, you're free to go back, sir.
The Oxford.
Mr. Oxford, looks like you have upset somebody in the police department. You have a number of charges that are all driving related. And it looks like you got one felony. Check to be certain. Okay. So the fleeing and attempting to elude is listed as a felony. So you have basically a super speeder charge. The bond's going to be set at $1,500 for that. Felony fleeing and attempting to elude the police, bond's going to be set at $4,000. Cruelty to children in the third degree, bond's going to be set at $2,000. Improper lane change, bond set at $500. Carrying a concealed weapon, bond's going to be set at $5,000. A child restraint violation, basically not having a child in the car seat, bond's going to be set at $500. Aggressive driving, bond set at $500. Reckless driving, bond set at $1,500. Second child restraint violation, bond set at $500. And cruelty to children in the third degree, bond's going to be set at $2,000. And I should have added this up before, but it looks like, let's see. Looks like this total bond is going to be $22,000. You believe you can post that bond, sir?
It just depends on my mom put it on the house.
Okay. Your preliminary hearing date is going to be set for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out and you will get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Please, sir.
Okay, you do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions of me? I'm sorry?
You said 22,000, right?
Yes, sir. All right, you're free to go back, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Mr.
Thank
Perry,
you. Mr. Perry, give me 1 second, sir. Sir, you've been charged with 1 count of driving a vehicle with defective headlights. Bond's gonna be set at $500. 1 count of not having your license on person. Bond is gonna be set at $500. 1 count of driving on a suspended license. Bond is gonna be set at $1,500. 1 count of failure to change your address. As it relates to your license, bond is going to be set at $500. So that's a total bond of $3,000. Do you believe you can post that bond, sir?
my bond has been posted, sir.
Okay. Okay. So since you're here, would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer? You're going to hire, or are you going to hire your own lawyer?
I like to see if I qualify. I didn't fill out the paper because I wasn't sure if I needed it. I've never been in trouble. I didn't know how this works. I'm sorry.
No problem. Are you currently working?
I'm a cosmetologist. So yes.
Okay. I was going to say, this goes faster when it's like a answer to a yes or no. How much do you earn either per hour or per month?
Probably about 1,200 a month.
Okay, you do qualify, sir. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, you're free to go back.
Okay, Judge, Mr. Shagla, but he's in a wheelchair, so I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Okay. Sir, you're charged with 1 count of terroristic threats. This is being listed as a misdemeanor. I set the bond at $4,000. Do you believe you can post that bond?
Sorry, Your Honor, you were muted out for a little bit. Could you
Oh.
repeat that, please?
Sir, you've been charged with terroristic threats. It's been being listed as a misdemeanor. Do you believe you can post that bond? The bond is $4,000.
I get a check on the third every month. I couldn't buy posts right now.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna reduce the bond to $2,000. And you're gonna have a preliminary hearing date set for November 9th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you'll get a new court date in the mail. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You do qualify. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yes, sir. Well, the bondsman will need the bond out today if I pay him like 1/3 or something like that.
Yes, they will. Well, I'll say this. I can't speak for them, but I believe they will. But you're gonna have to contact each one of them, tell them your name, your charges, the bond amount, and your circumstances. And I believe that they will work with you.
Okay, sir. So my bond is 2,000.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr.
Hayward,
Hayward. Okay.
I'm just turn this camera back around.
Oh, no problem. Mr. Hayward, do you know what you're being charged with, sir?
Well, I was told one thing and then I was told something else. I'm not totally sure. So
So there was a warrant that was issued for your arrest. And it was issued on September 19th. And it's for an act that allegedly occurred on September 19th at Phoenix Boulevard in College Park. Does that help orient you as to the charge?
it gives me the location, and everything, but the exact charge, no, sir.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, sir, and the reason I was asking that question is because it's on YouTube, it's on the internet, and we try to be sensitive to the charge, but you're charged with sodomy. Um, so the problem that we're kind of dealing with right now is that the charge as written is no longer a criminal offense in the state of Georgia. However, the way that it's written is you could be charged with rape because the person is saying that it was non-consensual. So sex acts between consenting adults is not illegal, but the way that it's written here is they're saying that the other party did not consent to the sexual act. So I have denied bond on this as written because it lays out the facts for an offense that I cannot set bond for. I've set a preliminary hearing date for November 8th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. That date will get waived upon your bonding out, and you will get a new court date in the mail. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to bond out as of yet. I'm going to set a bond hearing date for November 12th at 8:30 in the morning, courtroom 201. Would you like for me to see if you qualify for the appointment of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find you qualify. Mr. Hayward, I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. You know, it's kind of, and I tell you this about this act and where it classifies, but it's possibly going to be a situation of jumping out the frying pan into the fire, because you could face more severe punishment based upon the acts as alleged. Do you have any questions of me, sir?
Is there any reconsideration on bond?
No, because the way that it's written, it really should be written as a rape case. And I couldn't set bond on that. So I'm treating it as such. But this is something where, hey, who knows what happened, who says what, why, somebody may change their mind, someone may, the alleged victim may change their mind, or they may say something different. But I'm gonna keep it the way that it is right now. Anything else, sir?
Right, there you go. Hey, Judge.
Yes.
For Mr. McReynolds, you're still not able to get him out to you. So I'm gonna ask if you put him on the next calendar for tomorrow.
I'll do a continuance order to put him on Judge Knight's calendar
Yes, sir.
for tomorrow. Is there anything else?
That will be it for today, Judge.
Okay. Thank you for your assistance. Even though Deputy Lee, you were trying to make me jump through some hoops today.
No, sir. It was not intentional, Judge. I would
All right,
never do
well,
such acts.
yes, I appreciate your help. Have a good day.
You too, sir.